One of the two databases at the heart of the new mechonhadar.org holds hundreds of resources for online study, source sheets, audio, and essays. There are three ways to find content: larger categories, smaller collections, and search. Let's take a look at each. Here, we have 10 different categories of material, each organized around a topic: God, Covenant and Mitzvot, Weekly Divrei Torah, Chesed and Tzedakah, Israel and Diaspora, Gender and Sexuality, Jewish Identity and Conversion, Kashrut and Food, Prayer and Spirituality, Shabbat and Holidays, and Text by Text. The main idea here, and behind our learning in general, is not to divide Torah up into genres of halakha, chassidut, Talmud, or Tanakh, but to bring all our sources together to think about questions and ideas that really matter. Let's take a look in God, Covenant, and Mitzvot. You'll see a short description of the resources you can expect to find below, and then a few featured collections. These are like subcategories. And then below is where the action really begins. You see here, tile after tile, that there are 5 screens of 12 items, each of which is its own resource. So we get about 60 resources here total. That number will only grow as we add more material to the site. Let's take a look at one of these resources: Judaism and Ethics by Ethan Tucker. Now we're viewing an entire lecture series here at a glance. Each session is its own row. So if we wanted to start at the beginning, we could click on the source sheet, and then go back and click play. Then you can follow along with both simultaneously.
Now let's start with the obvious place here, which is that the Akedah is a central, deeply central Jewish text.
Now let's say you're interested in more things that Ethan Tucker has to say. You'll notice at the bottom of the page, mentioned in these collections. This is the second way to navigate Hadar's new resources, through small curated collections. So you'll see that this is actually one of the highlights of Ethan Tucker. And to find some of his other great talks, just click here. If we want to look at, say, egalitarianism, tefillah, and halakha, you just click on it. And now you have a 7-part lecture series. And from there, you can navigate to other large halachic questions and to other resources on gender in Jewish prayer. Last, there's search, where you have a lot more control over what you find. Let's say, for example, you've read Avital Hochstein's book on Midrash, and you want to see what else she's taught on the topic. You'd type in Midrash and select Avital Hochstein from the speakers list. And then click the little scroll icon, and you'd get this result. There's a huge amount to explore here, and we hope that you'll take full advantage of these amazing resources. If you have any questions, please write us at website@mechonhadar.org.